All right. I will be talking about how an American figure, or relatively American figure, was rebranded in the context of the text. My example is Elon Musk. Elon Musk started out in, prior to recent news, he was known in 2012 as being first listed on Forbes billionaires list. He was an entrepreneur type, Tesla, SpaceX, etc. And then recently, the rebrand. So according to that, if we use uh, Gramsci's cultural hegemony model, and this is somebody who is an immigrant but became successful on American soil. And so this is somebody who is looked at with some authority, respect, high status. And prior to politics or conventional entrepreneurial things, this is somebody whose brand is very valuable. There is some um, what is it called in a museum? The ex, um, exhibit type value, according to Walter Benjamin. And so this is somebody that will be considered very prominent, regardless of whatever their private activities may be. After that, you have him taking over Twitter, remodeling it as X, and that has ramifications because now he is getting into a new sphere. And according to the example in the text, which cited Noam Chomsky and his book on manufacturing consent, because this person, even though they were already an entrepreneurial figure, America has a complicated relationship with celebrities and rich and powerful ones. Sometimes we like them, sometimes they go too far. And especially nowadays, because of the political climate, somebody like Elon Musk would be more valuable 10 years prior when he was just an entrepreneur without any political ambitions. After the 2016 election, which the text also cites, you have this new wave of celebrity possibilities, people running for president that wouldn't otherwise, people from outside politics getting into politics. The aestheticization of politics, to use Walter Benjamin's example in his essay about mechanical reproduction, these are things that can cause the rebranding of Elon Musk, even though cosmetically he didn't really change. He was a rich guy, and then he found another thing to take over. Conventionally, this shouldn't be very significant. However, critics like Noam Chomsky and Walter Benjamin, even though it's a different era, you can kind of use their models as a way to understand how these people did kind of lean into, or excuse me, Musk leaned into a new identity, adopting a more establishment type identity. People liked him when he was a different type of establishment, less harmful, less politically driven, seemingly. Now that he's taking over a social media brand, which implicates a lot of people and is using it to be very vocal, and there's some tech problems, so it kind of leans into the corrupt tech pioneer type, the titans of industry. He is becoming that Charles Foster Kane caricature. And so it is kind of a rebrand, even though he is effectively doing the same thing that he was prior to. The public perception is responsible for one of the aspects of that rebrand. And somebody like Chomsky would say this is the bidding of the media, this is the stranglehold that they have on the perception of such a person like Elon Musk. Maybe not him himself is fully responsible for all of the backlash, because it's not about the total consistency. It's the fact that American culture is this very malleable thing, like it said earlier in the text. And so somebody like Musk could be seen as a product gone bad because he had that identity change after trying to take over Twitter. And so even though he is not very different chronologically, because pop culture is a malleable thing, it looks like a change to other people due to the uh, due to the identity change in the climate.